I was going to say, you either look stressed out or just relieved. I can't tell which right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely relieved. It's something that happened so good you can't even put it into words right now. So I've kind of just been walking around all day on a cloud. But it's bittersweet for sure because it's tough leaving here, but it's definitely the right decision.
Did you lose any sleep at all over?
Definitely lost sleep, lost a lot of meals thinking about it, but it's all blessings, man, like I said to you before, and it's been awesome. I got great support from my teammates and everybody else, so that makes it easier.
Too soon to say, okay, I made this decision. Man, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about?
Right now it's a lot. You think about a lot, but I'm definitely no regrets about this decision. I'll definitely miss this place. I walked in here today, almost started crying, but it's all good, man. And I got a lot of support, especially from the school, and that's what makes it that much better.
How much input did mom and dad have?
A lot. We talked about it a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm a young man, and it's time for me to make my own decisions. So I thought it was time for me to grow up and make the best decision for me.
How tempting was it to come back? I mean, this team's still going to be loaded.
Absolutely. That's the easy part about it, though. They don't need me here anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like my time here is done. They don't need me in here, man. You'll see next year. There are a lot of good players on this team and a lot of hungry people. So that's what else made it easier is the potential as this program has. It'll be good.
Any apprehension about where you will go in the draft? I mean, it could be anywhere from number 1 to second round somewhere. Right. Does that matter to you?
It definitely matters, I've heard anywhere from 15, to 35. But right now, it doesn't do a lot for me. There's still a lot of things that goes into it. Still a lot of things I have to do and know. So right now, I just put my decision out there, and I'll let the rest of it take care of itself.
Oh, has anybody discussed with you, because everybody does this transitional thing, going to the NBA, what does RJ need to work on? Have you had those discussions?
Yeah, I've definitely had those discussions, and I think there's a lot of feedback that I got that I can use, but a lot of it was good. A lot of it was where I can go in the first round, so got to work on my athleticism. I'll be guiding guys like LeBron James instead of, Sunbelt first-team guys, so it's definitely different, but I'm ready to work, man. I'm ready to work, and I'm loving this opportunity, man, and everybody's asking if I'm scared. I'm like, no, I'm prepared, so
Good.
It's awesome.
Is there a sense that, leading to your decision, hit those free throws in the conference championship, that first round win in the NCAA's, dad and mom, everybody was part of the scene, that, you know what, this just can't end any better than this?
You said it. How can it end better than this? And that went into my decision. How next year can I come back and write a better script than this? And I just couldn't come up with a scenario. You know what I mean? So at that point, I felt like it was my time. And I had a tough emotional convo, man. It was tough this morning to tell my teammates that. But they gave me their all-out support.
Coach, tell me about the big decision, and obviously it's personal for you.
Yeah.
Did you lose any sleep over it?
No, because we've been dealing with this for the last week, and so I thought last Wednesday when he and I sat down and talked, I looked in his eyes and I can tell, you can always tell about your kids that he was ready to go. And there were some things I wanted to follow him up on to make sure it was the right time, and I got the answers that I needed in that regard. So as a father, I'm happy, and even as a coach, if I've gotten that same information and he wasn't my son, I would have told him he had to go at this particular time.
As a father, what was it about his demeanor or what he said that said, go ahead, fly?
No, it's about being 100% committed to it. Whatever decision, I've always told my kids, any decision that you make, just be committed to it. If you're an ounce, you don't have any idea you're coming back to school. And he had to convince me that he was committed to it. And not so much about what he said, but more how he looked and his approach to it. So he's committed to it. I know he'll be great at it. And someone said I'm emotional about it. I'm happy for him. I'm going to be emotional in the next game in this building. He's not playing for me. I'm looking around, where's he at? So.
Well, with that in mind, whether or not he came back, you're still kind of loaded.
Yeah, we are.
Did you have any temptation to try to tell him, hey, wait another year?
No, again, I think I wanted to be dad and a father. What's best for my son? And I would say the same thing, what's best for any of my players. And so I didn't want to be selfish enough to say, hey, listen, we want you to play one more year. What we accomplished every check mark that we set out for when he decided to play for me as father and son. And that's including going to the tournament and winning the game. That's something we wanted to do, and we accomplished all that.
Mock drafts being what they are, you've heard anything from 15 to 40 or whatever. What are your thoughts on his game right now as it translates it to the NBA?
Well, first of all, I think he needs to start getting ready for the Combine May 14th. But I think what people will realize when RJ starts to work out, whatever he is right now, he's going to be better at. And so if he's at 17, he'll be at 10. I mean, RJ loves to work, and I think that he's going to really show that in Chicago and in all his workouts.
I asked him if he ended up second or somewhere less than what he thought. He flat out said he'd be disappointed. He thinks he should go in the first.
And if he didn't believe that, I would make him come back. And so, because what he then if that does happen, the fire to work at it gets you better. And so there are so many stories that are out there. But again, it's not an exact science. That's why I want him committed to it. And so when you're committed to doing something, then you tend to work out a little bit better than if you go half and half. Well, I should have. I'm not. No, we didn't want that.
Coach, big story 1A was RJ. Big story 1B is you. What? How long are you staying?
I'm going to stay here as long as they want me. You can't put a price on happiness. I live in the best city in America, and so for me, I'm happy what I'm doing. I mean, again, that doesn't necessarily say that 5-10 years ago I won't be, or 5-10 days. I'm happy what I'm doing right now. This is a great situation for me. I want to coach this group. I want to get back to the tournament, and I want to do it here at Georgia State.
After all, you were here before RJ was, right?
It's funny. People think I've been coaching for 25 years, and he's only been part of it for 3. So I think we'll be okay coaching without him. So I'm just, you know what I'm going to love? I'm going to love the next time he plays a game, I can 100% be dad. I haven't been that in a while, and I can't wait to be dad and just be a cheerleader and say, hey, that's my son out there.